Welcome to Moving Forward, sponsored by MPW Mocklink TV and Mocklink Internet, online at mpw.org. Each weekday morning, our local talk segment brings you the people who are helping move our community forward. Let's start the show.
Good morning, AM 860 and FM 95.1, KWPC. I'm Jordan Davis. Thanks for joining us here for Moving Forward this morning on this Tuesday. We're glad to be here with you. Joining me here in the studio this morning, Brian McKillip for the Muscatine County Fair Board. How are you this morning, Brian?
I'm doing wonderful. And yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. We're excited that the fair's coming up. We're going to be out there, and I'm pretty excited to get out there and enjoy my first Muscatine County Fair. I'm really looking forward to it. I know there's a lot of really cool things going on. There's going to be all sorts of different events that people can get out there and participate in. So I'll just let you lead us off. What can we expect from the fair?
Well, we have a kickoff, so to speak, with the fair parade, which is going to be on that Sunday before, which the parade actually starts at 2 o'clock. But if you want to participate, they start lining up at 1 on the fairgrounds. But the West Liberty Chamber of Commerce does an awesome job of putting on this parade, and it's probably one of the better ones in the area for sure.
Cool. And that's this. That'd be this coming Sunday.
This coming
Sunday.
That is correct.
That folks can get out there. So, where do you run the parade through? Is it on the track?
Oh no, it goes through the entire main streets of West Liberty.
Okay. Oh, through West Liberty.
Through West Liberty.
I got you. I was thinking it was on the fairgrounds. Sorry,
No.
Can't get my head out of just fairgrounds.
We do. We line up everybody on the fairgrounds,
Gotcha.
And then they head out into the town.
Gotcha. Okay, so West Liberty is going to be the place to be for that parade, and we just got done with the 4th of July parade, so I'm sure parades are still fresh on everybody's mind.
Yes.
There was a lot of cool people out and about. So when the fair actually gets started, it's starting on Wednesday.
Wednesday the 18th. That is correct.
And there's rides. Everything is going to be open.
The midway is going to be open, starting on that week too, is later on in the day, and then of course it goes on to Sunday the 22nd as well. But kicking off the whole fair on Wednesday, we're doing something a lot different as far as grandstand acts. We're having Impact Pro Wrestling. So for those wrestling fans out there, I encourage you to get out there. And we have a local favorite, the Latin Thunder. I'm sure some of the folks in Muscatine area are familiar with him. And he's awesome to watch, and he's done a lot of things during a race time with the youth and so forth. So he's a crowd favorite of mine as well.
Excellent. That should be exciting. Now, were there some challenges getting stuff ready for them to come in and do their act? Because that it's kind of different than what you normally see at the grandstands and such.
Good point. We're mixing a lot of things up this year, trying to attract other folks as well to the fair and try to appease and just mixing it up a little bit and see what happens. And I feel pretty good about this. It's going to be. I feel great about it. It's going to be awesome to have that right on the track. It's going to be different for the folks that like wrestling. And it'll just be great entertainment for everybody, the entire family.
And kind of a whole different experience if you haven't been to. I haven't been to a professional wrestling match before. I'm sure it's going to be pretty cool.
It should be a good time.
Excellent. So that's kicking off on Wednesday, and then is the Queen pageant on Wednesday as well?
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
The Queen pageant is going to be at 5 p.m.
Okay.
And so that'll kind of kick it all off. And so the Queen will be at all the different events, making her appearances with the livestock shows, our grandstand acts, and so forth. So we have there's always a great selection of individuals that work very hard to, show their stuff and become a representative for the Muscatine County Fair.
Yeah, my cousin was at our county fair. She competed in those. She won one year, and man, there's a lot of work that they put into all of that.
There's a lot of work.
It
is a lot of
pretty
time.
Serious. Yeah, they and not to mention the dresses that they shell out for. A lot of those are very spectacular.
So we'll have all kinds of different events going on throughout the fair besides grandstand acts. You have lots of the free acts. You're going to have Charlie the Clown and the Magician running around. You got the log hogger chainsaw going on.
Ooh,
we have the big sawmill going on. And if you've never seen that before, that's really interesting to watch on how that operates. And along with a baby contest in the Grove. We're going to have Thursday afternoon, 5 to 7. We're going to have Arden Creek's going to be there with an event so you can sample their wines, and we'll have a bluegrass band right there at the gazebo as well. So that's a little bit different this year, but you can go around and look at all the different buildings that have been rehabbed in the last couple of years.
There's been work put into those to get them kind of
they're
bring
just
out their inner beauty.
Restored to its original historical luster.
That's cool. That's kind of that feeling that you get when you go to a county fair, is you get to go and you experience those buildings. Like the Floral Hall or some of the other big buildings that are just spectacular.
Right. In our community, I can't say enough about our community, and the donors and the volunteers have made this happen. And without them, the fair wouldn't exist. So it's your fair.
Mm-hmm. And folks, that is your fair. You can certainly stop out, and it's all getting started on Wednesday the 18th.
Yes.
And I mean, there's all sorts of stuff, because when's the Devo Derby? That's the one I always make an appearance.
So you're going to want to be there Sunday.
Sunday
Fun day. So if you like demolition and destruction, I encourage everybody to go. I mean, who doesn't like it?
All right. I mean, it's honestly, what more can you want than watching a bunch of cars pile on top of each other?
So that starts at 11 a.m. So you got to be there early.
Early. Oh, wow.
So then there's a little intermission where we're doing a log hogger auction. So all the logs that are carved out throughout that time are auctioned off as a fundraiser.
Oh, cool.
Then starts even the bigger event. It's going to be the trailer races. So if you've never been to a trailer race, I encourage you to come out. People bring their trucks out and the trailer, and you never know what's going to be on the back of their trailer. It could be anything random. I mean, boats and toilets and outhouses and campers, and you get to see all this destruction, watch the mess, and go home, and then we'll clean it up. So we're there to...
Yeah, what's better than having a mess get made and you not having to deal with it?
Oh, absolutely.
That should be a whole lot of fun. So that's the Demo Derby on Sunday. I'll definitely have to make it out for that. I love, and one thing folks may not think about: bring headphones, especially if you've got younger kids too, because sometimes that can get a little bit loud.
It's not so much with that. I mean, if you're doing the tractor pulls, I would encourage that for the younger kids, and jumping ahead to that. So Thursday evening, we're going to have something different too. It's going to be the FMX dirt bike. Stunt riding. So that'll, for those motorcycle enthusiasts, they'll like that. And with the different ramps and the stunt riding and so forth, then you're moving on to Friday, which we were talking about being loud, and that's when we're going to have the truck and tractor pulls.
Okay.
So that's when, if you have young ones there, it'd be a good idea, bring them some headphones, or just kind of don't set them up as close to the track, but there's nothing wrong with plugging the fingers in your ears, too. It's just fun watching the kids do that as well. But when you watch these tractors and these trucks go screaming down the track and you see that black smoke billowing out, it's a sight to see. It's always fun seeing
pretty impressive.
The seats rumbling and so forth. So, I think people will enjoy that.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, these are things that you see at the county fair. These are what give you that feeling of, hey, this is my hometown event. This is the big one. And we've been speaking about it back and forth here about how some people around the country, don't recognize what a fair is or what it means to a community.
Well, and the grandstand acts is just a part of it. I mean, overall, I look at it, it's kind of a small part, but it's kind of like the grand finale to every evening, because you have all the work that everybody puts into that fair that attend the fair. The youth out there that raise their livestock from spring on up. I mean, there's dedication there and life skill lessons that they'll carry with them the rest of their life. And so, you get your swines, you get your chickens, you get, your cattle, your horse shows. You have events that are going to be going on at the floral hall, so you bring in your best floral arrangement, all your goods that you grow out of your garden, antiques. And then, of course, you have the arts and crafts building, too. It's in the activity center where you see all the 4-H youth that bring all their photos and art projects and so forth. And a lot of those will advance on and go on to the Iowa State Fair as well. So And it's a cool building to be in, too. It's nice and air conditioned. So if you need a place to get out of the heat, there's a few places there at the fairgrounds to do that.
Excellent. And you really can't downplay how much time and effort the 4-H and the FFA kids put into getting ready for the fair. This is their big showtime.
That's exactly right. And it's really amazing to see, the kids growing up over the years and why they've spent their time at the fair, and just to seeing where they are with that process, and then growing up to be an adult, moving on to the real world of, I call it, of college and work. So.
Absolutely. Well, Brian was also nice enough when he came in to bring in some wristbands. So these are fun passes.
Those are fun passes, and each one is good for the entire fair, which includes all your parking every day and includes all the grandstand acts. So it's a great deal. And so these giveaways here, the adults are a $30 value, the children's are a $15 value. And even if you're not a winner of this today, continue to listen to the radio station. There's going to be more giveaways within the next coming week. But for $30 for an adult wristband, that you can get 5 days of entertainment and free parking, you can't beat that.
Absolutely.
So if you're going to go to more than one event throughout the fair week, I encourage you to buy those. And you can purchase those at your local Hy-Vee and contact the fair office as well.
Excellent. Well, why don't we give away a couple right now? We'll give away 2 adult and 2 children as part of one here this morning. So call in now, 563-263-8600, as Brian and I are still talking, and be caller number 5. and well, as soon as
Awesome.
we said that, they started lighting up. Yeah. Folks are excited. This is an exciting event, and people are really looking forward to getting into this and being able to come out and enjoy the fair, because this is a community event
for sure,
for the kids, for the adults, for everybody that is involved. And I'm sure you guys have all the volunteers that you mentioned before, all the hours put into getting this going. This is a big deal.
Yes, it is.
Deal. So I think we're gonna jump into the phone lines here real quick and find out who our winner is. Let's just
see who's on there.
Good morning. Who's this? Sorry, could you say that one more time? Oh, I'm so sorry, Joyce. I didn't have you on. Now we can hear you. Hi, Joyce.
Oh, hi.
Hey, congratulations. You're the winner here this morning. Can you hear me?
I hear you.
Oh, congratulations. You're the winner here this morning.
Oh, thanks.
Yeah, absolutely. Joyce, is it all right? Well, if you'll just stay on the line, I'll get back on with you here in just a moment. We'll talk a little bit more. I'll be able to get you some more of your information so you can come in and get your tickets. How's that sound?
Okay, that sounds great.
All right, thank you very much, Joyce.
Thanks.
Well, appreciate Joyce calling in. Appreciate everybody else that called in. Congratulations to Joyce being the winner here this morning. That's a whole lot of fun being able to get those passes. So, again, she won 2 adults and 2 children's passes for the entire event that's coming up. And we've got lots more tickets and our fun day passes to be given away here in the next couple of days. So be sure to be listening to those as well. Well, Brian, this was a whole lot of fun.
Oh, it's always fun.
We
do have another event that I wanted to bring up, just kind of plugging away on this list here. So Saturday, we used to have our music events on Friday evenings. This time we're mixing that up as well and putting that on a Saturday evening.
Okay.
And we have an up-and-coming Adam Sanders that's going to be playing there at the fairgrounds as well. So, once again, you got your Impact Pro Wrestling. You got your FMX dirt bikes. You got your Eastern Central Iowa tractor pulls. And we're going to have a concert with Adam Sanders. Mm-hmm. And I think the favorite one of all is going to be the Demo Derby and the truck and trailer races. There's more trailer races that are going to be on Sunday. So,
excellent.
And every evening there's something going on in the beer garden as well.
Ooh.
So you always have music or a DJ that's going on in there. And there's so much going on for the kids and the events throughout the entire fair.
Mm-hmm. There's nothing but stuff to do out there.
Eat good fair food, too.
Eat good fair food. And, there's never going to be a dull moment. There's so many things to do. Every single day there's something new, and then there's something to do every night, too. Like you mentioned, the beer garden.
Beer garden. I'm still trying to get in on judging the pie eating contest.
Ooh,
so
excellent.
there's folks that always beat me to that opportunity. But we're going to have a sweet corn eating contest that's going to be open to everybody. It's going to be in the Grove, so that'll be a lot of fun.
Great.
I encourage you to go to our Facebook page. Watch out for that, because we're also having contests to give away tickets, and there's information there. You go to our website. It's going to have an entire schedule, a listing of a breakdown of what's going on every single day of the fair.
And be sure to check that out. That way you can kind of plan accordingly, figure out what days, because, you know, it is, since it is on a Wednesday getting started. What time do we get started on Wednesday? What time do our gates open?
Well, if you're talking about the grandstand events, you know, I mean, the fair opens up
Bright and early.
So, I mean, at 10 o'clock in the morning you show up. But if you're going to be doing, that's where you got to look at the schedule, depending on what you want to do. Because if you're going to have different events that you're going to attend, maybe the dog show, the swine show, or cattle or so forth, those usually start fairly early in the morning. That way we can get that out of the way of the heat, so the animals can get back into where they're not being moved around as much.
Right.
So there's a lot of activities that are going on continually, and that's going to go on with judging, like I said, all your jellies and jams and fruits and vegetables and artwork. All that goes on fairly early in the morning.
Excellent. Well, any final word here for folks about the Muscatine County Fair?
No, I just want to thank you all for all of our supporters out there and listeners, and we appreciate your support, and we hope we see you all out at the fair. And if you have any questions, don't hesitate to contact Jordan at the radio station or contact our fair office as well. So
absolutely. Well, Brian,
thanks
this
for
was a whole
having
lot of fun.
me.
Yeah, thanks for coming in. I'm excited about the Muscatine County Fair. Now, don't forget, Tim and I will be down there too, so we're going to be taking part in as many events as we can when we come out too, because we're getting pretty excited about this Muscatine County Fair coming up. So thanks so much, Brian. It was a whole lot of fun talking to you.
You're most welcome.
All right. Well, this has been Moving Forward on AM 860 and FM 95.1 KWPC. Congratulations go out once more to our winner here this morning, Joyce. Be sure to be listening in the coming days. We're going to be giving away even more of these fun day passes, so be sure to be listening for your chance to win right here on AM 860 FM 95.1 KWPC and thevoicemuscatine.com.